So like that solar energy is absolutely clean, pollution free. You see that, like that, I'm giving you one example. In your village or in your house, you have to heat the water for the washing purpose, or you have to take the shower, so you need hot water during the winter time. So for that, you have to cut the wood, or you have to collect the wood and then burn it into the stove, where the efficiency is very low. Lot of things, most of the energy is going to the space, to the sky. Means it's not useful because efficiency is very low. Second thing is that carbon dioxide released to the environment. And third one thing is that finally you will have the ash content which you have to manage yourself. And just opposite to this, you have a solar water heating system. Solar radiation falls on the surface of the heating system. You will get the water in your washroom area, and you may have shower, so you may have a tap. So then you will get the sufficient temperature in the water. Generally, we take the shower at nearly 40 degree or 41 degree. So that much temperature can get by any kind of solar system very easily. But if your application is different, like that, you want to cook the meal, you have to produce the steam, or you want to feed the same water into the industry to produce the steam. So in such kind of application, you have to think about the temperature as a main point. And according to your requirement, you have to select the system. So overall means that energy is freely available. Economical point of view is also very nice, and clean, of course. Means if we use that, then environment is completely clean. There is no pollution at all. So that's really very beautiful part of the nature by which we can get the clean energy. Okay, this is the picture of the sun. Okay, so you can see here that sun is having reactions, and that reaction based on fusion. Okay, so with respect to that, a lot of heat is there, and we are getting the energy. So mostly is that means sun is having very high temperature. So anybody having idea what can be the temperature of the surface of the sun? Raise the hand. Chandras, any idea? Chandras, not going to open. Anurag, Anurag. Mhm. Yes, yes, Anurag. Anurag, bolo bhai.
Sir, 6000 Kelvin.
Approximate 6,000. Okay, and according to the calculations, we can find out the temperature of the surface of the sun. There are several numericals. Okay, so the magnitude and importance of solar energy are well known. However, being an intermittent energy source, the utilization of solar energy can be more attractive and reliable if associated with a heat storage system. That concept is related to the storage concept. Like that, you have solar radiation during the daytime, and you want to use that energy during night time. So for that particular point of view, you have to use a storage concept. If your application is very clear, that whatever radiation is there, I have to use during the daytime, like that in our campus. We have solar PV system on the each building roof, and we are having a standalone system in the whole campus. In between corridors, you can see that. So solar radiation fall on the PV system and then convert that solar radiation into the electrical energy, and then electrical energy is stored in the battery. Battery is just at the basement. If you see the system, then there is a bottom box. बिल्कुल साइड में उसके boxes है एक, and in that box there is a battery. Okay, so utilization of available solar energy can reduce the energy demand, but availability is unpredictable. Therefore, a form of thermal storage is needed. So this is basically related to the unpredictability of the radiation. So how can we make sure then this belt is particularly having the radiation or this one is not? Ajay Meena. Ajay. Ajay, how do we get the information that particularly belt is good for solar systems? So it's not like that we have a system and we can install anywhere in the world.
Yes, sir.
So there are some specifications, there are some selections. So how do we select the site?
सर सोलर रेडिएशन वहाँ पे कितनी आती है फ्रीक्वेंटली, मतलब
Yes,
उसके
correct.
हिसाब से?
Correct. You think about the wind energy data. How do we get the wind energy there? Potential. Wind energy का potential हमको कैसे पता चलता है? भाई, suppose you are as a manager, okay, and you have to decide that you have to install somewhere the system, and system is the wind energy. Then what you will do with that? आपको कैसे आइडिया लगेगा कि कहाँ जाना है, कहाँ काम करना है?
तो जहाँ पे विंड की स्पीड मतलब
हाँ, तो अब तुमको पता कैसे चलेगा कि वहां पे विंड की स्पीड है?
वो तो आइडिया नहीं है सर वो।
क्यों आइडिया क्यों नहीं है? मैंने विंड एनर्जी पढ़ाया और मैं इतने दिन से कह रहा हूं कि वेदर मॉनिटरिंग स्टेशन इंस्टॉलेशन होता है. Government installed the weather monitoring station where they use generally 6 parameter: temperature, ambient, humidity, okay,
Yes, sir.
rain gauge 3, solar radiation 4,
Yes.
wind speed 5, wind direction 6. These
Yes,
6
sir.
parameters are very common. However, you can have more than that. It's up to your requirement. Like that, we are having one system which is partially installed. अभी उसमें थोड़ा कंप्यूटर से इंटरफेस रह गया है.
Yes.
And the 6 sensors we also have it in our lab now.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes, sir. Temperature के idea से हम
when such kind of data collected years by years, then we can have the idea if in which belt the wind speed is good, in which belt the solar radiation is good. Theoretical point of view, we can also get the information. Just think about the earth is divided into 2 parts. Okay,
Yes, sir.
earth as a globe, and you divide it into 2 parts. So equator, tropic of Cancer and tropic of Capricorn.
Capricorn.
वो तो हम लोग बचपन से पढ़ते हैं 6th 7th 8th स्टैंडर्ड से, right? So if you see the relationship of sun and earth, then earth is having a tilt angle. Earth is not vertically stable. Earth is having a tilt angle, and that angle is declination angle. And second thing is that Earth is rotating its own axis and complete one circle within 24 hours. So overall, how many degrees movement? 360-degree movement by 24 hours. So 360 divided by 24, that means 15 degree per hour. So Earth movement is 15 degree per hour by its own axis. Second thing is that Earth is making a round toward the Sun. For a complete round, Earth take generally 365.25 days. और ये जो 0.25 डेज है ये 4 साल में मिलके एक बन जाता है. दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव February 29 days in a leap year. जो हम लोग 0.25, 0.25, 0.25 and 0.25 that count 1. तो इसलिए फरवरी में एक 29 कर देते हैं. तो ओवरऑल क्या चीज समझ में आई? अर्थ इज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द सन. Second thing is that Earth is moving by its own axis, and third thing is that Earth is not straightforward, that's having a declination angle. So these three concepts you have to think in your mind and then see that the outcome. So few information regarding the sun is here. Diameter of the sun is 1.39 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, distance from the earth, this is 1.497 in 10 to the power 11 meter. Temperature of the sun is 5777. In few books that's quoted as a 6000. Okay, a continuous fusion reactor, and the equation is given here. 4 hydrogen atom that convert into helium and then lot of energy. This energy is produced in the interior of the solar sphere. 40% of mass, 1.2% of volume, and 90% of the energy in the region of 02.23 R. And rest is that Earth is spinning about its axis constantly. Earth axis at an angle 23.45. So now in the physics we have also understood the same thing. Electromagnetic spectrum. The radiation is coming to the earth from the sun as an electromagnetic radiation. Okay, and various form of the electromagnetic radiation classified by their wavelength interact with the earth of its atmosphere. So Chandras किधर है भाई? Chandras. So now you tell me why we are getting the red color of the sun in the early morning and late evening.
सर बाकी जो स्पेक्ट्रम है वो एब्जॉर्ब हो जाता है क्लाउड से और रेड कलर एब्जॉर्ब नहीं हो पाता.
रेड कलर एब्जॉर्ब नहीं हो पाता. रेड कलर वेवलेंथ इज हाईएस्ट इन द लाइट.
तो वो पहले पहुंचता है.
तो इट्स ए मैटर ऑफ द स्कैटरिंग. इसकी स्कैटरिंग. Okay, so other light is scattered and but red colors cannot. That's why you can see here that when we are having a signal, that signals are using the red colors. Same concept, correct? Second thing is that when the sun position is at overhead condition, when you look at your head and you look, there is a sun, and that time you feel that sun is yellowish color type. And because that time the distance between the earth and sun is shortest, and when you have no shadow, suppose you have an object and that object is not having a shadow, that is the local solar noon time. It's not exactly 12, it's vary day by day. Otherwise there will be a shadow of the product. Okay, so that solar radiation can be classified in the electromagnetic radiation, and then you can feel that ultraviolet radiation carried approximate 7.6% energy. Visible radiation, which is under the 0.38 micron to 0.72, This is 48.4. Infrared means 0.72 to 4, that is 43, and others are 1%. So overall, such kind of radiation you have, and you can classify radiation. And second thing is that sun is not moving anywhere. Sun position is fixed. Only Earth is moving. So sun release thermal energy to the all 360 angles. So whatever planet nearby, that will get the high amount of energy. Whatever planet far away, because radiation is so weak there, so then their average temperature is very low, but Earth and Sun distance is very means good combination. That's why the right means radiation is available on the Earth as a good quantity. And second thing is that whatever radiation is coming to the Earth, this is most sufficient to produce the power. If we totally depend on the solar radiation, then in this condition also we can manage our demand of supply. Whatever electricity we needed, we can manage like that. But second thing is that earlier we did not know that. We know thermal energy, and we can go back and see 100 years ago, 150 years ago, then you can feel that. Means in traditional way, what they generally do, they just take the bed and put into the outside of the ground, and then solar radiation will fall, and then your bed will be absorbing that heat, and later on you can keep that bed into the inside, and then certain hours you can feel that bed is still hot in winter time. गांव में आज भी लोग करते हैं इस चीज को, आज भी ट्रेडिशनल में गांव में रजाई को बाहर डाल देते हैं धूप में, और जब सोलर रेडिएशन ठीक ठाक हो जाता है तो उसको फिर वापस उठा के ले जाते हैं इवनिंग आवर्स में. ओके, सो that is, so radiation is an wave that moves through space at a constant speed, same speed of the light, 10⁸ meter per second. Radiation comes in many forms: radio waves, microwaves, heat from fire, light, ultraviolet rays, x-rays, gamma rays. That all of you had gone through that in the physics part. So this is the electromagnetic spectrum of the sun. You can see here ultraviolet, this is visible light, and this is 37% infrared. But in other book, whatever that I mentioned, that's given. Okay. So according to the wavelength, you can see here far infrared, microwave, TV, short radio waves, AM radio waves. And this is the various of solar radiation. Then you can see the light, red color, violet color, blue color, yellowish color. Okay. So it's divided like that. Okay. A spectrum of the sun compared with that of the earth. So you can see here wavelength in the micrometer, and then see the temperature of the earth is 288 and sun temperature is 388. Okay, so that two pictures clearly showing that what is the difference in between these two? Who will tell? Raise the hand. Nikhil Misra. Raise your hand if you are there. हाँ, निखिल बोलो.
Yes, sir.
बताओ.
सर ये जो सर हमें मैक्सिमम इंटेंसिटी मिल रही है सर, ये डिफरेंट वेवलेंथ्स पे मिल रही है. अर्थ पे जो हमें मैक्सिमम इंटेंसिटी मिल रही है वो अराउंड 10 माइक्रोमीटर पे मिल रही है, जबकि सन पे हमें जो मैक्सिमम इंटेंसिटी मिल रही है वो 0.5 के करीब मिल रही है.
तो क्या कंपैरिजन है इन दोनों का भाई? क्या समझ में आ रहा है?
मतलब सर मैं जो समझ रहा हूँ ये समझ रहा हूँ कि सर ये सन का टेम्परेचर 6000 के है ना सर, तो जो मैक्सिमम मतलब कि जिस कलर की रेडिएशन मैक्सिमम है, इंटेंसिटी मैक्सिमम है, वो अराउंड ग्रीन कलर के पास है.
ठीक है.
और सर इस केस में अराउंड 10 माइक्रोमीटर पे तो सर कोई विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रम में नहीं है हम, तो इसके अराउंड हमारी मैक्सिमम
You see
इंटेंसिटी है।
that both temperatures are different. The sun temperature is 6000 Kelvin, जो assume किया है, okay, and then Earth average temperature is 288. So now you think the comparison of the temperature, and then answer you will be having in your mind. Compare about the temperatures. फिजिक्स में लाइट थर्मल एनर्जी वगैरह कुछ पढ़े होंगे,
यस सर, यस सर।
ओके। तो विंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट लॉ पढ़े होंगे, लैम्डा एम टी इक्वल टू,
यस सर, लेकिन सर अभी मतलब रिकॉल नहीं कर पा रहा प्रॉपर्ली।
ओके, लैम्डा एम इंटू टी इक्वल टू कांस्टेंट, so temperature is high, then lambda is lower. Temperature is
Yes,
low,
sir.
then lambda is high.
यस सर, यस।
Okay, so short wavelength and long wavelength, there is a two concept like that. One example, you have a car which is parked outside of the building. When you enter into your car, then you will feel lot of heat. You cannot touch the cardboard. You have to open the all doors, you have to put switch down your mirrors, and then you have to run the blower, and then for 2 minutes then temperature normal, and then you can have your steering in your hand. Otherwise temperature is very high, 50 to 60 degree temperature is there generally, and this is happening just because of the greenhouse effect, because your car is as a greenhouse body. And greenhouse effect क्या है बेटा? What is greenhouse effect?
यस सर, मतलब कि सर ये ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस के कारण जो कि हमारे एनवायरनमेंट में
No,
ट्रैप्ड हो
no, no,
जाते
no.
हैं।
ठीक है, ठीक है, हाँ ठीक है, ओके, फाइन
हाँ,
फाइन।
तो सर ये रेडिएशन जो है सोलार से वो सर से मतलब अर्थ से रिफ्लेक्ट होके बाहर नहीं जा पाती हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर के,
क्यों
और
क्यों?
एटमॉस्फेयर में ही ट्रैप हो जाती है,
बिकॉज दैट इज
इसीलिए सर टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज हो जाता है।
that is long wavelength means weak radiation. Short wavelength means strong radiation, high energy radiation. So sun temperature is very high, so short wavelengths are coming to the earth, and even there is a ozone layer cover
यस सर।
of the atmosphere. So that ozone layer does not allow the radiation that is weak, basically can go outside. However, that weak radiation also absorbed by the greenhouse gases, clouds available in the atmosphere. So same
यस सर।
concept for the car. Light can go in, but light cannot go out. Means thermal energy can go in, but that thermal energy cannot go out because that weak radiation cannot go out just because of the temperature. Because उसका source, दोनों के source का temperature देखिए आप. सन का source का temperature 6000 है, अर्थ के source का temperature 288 है. तो वहां से weak radiation निकल रहा है, वहां से strong radiation निकल रहा है. इसी वजह से वेवलेंथ डिफरेंस है, लैम्डा एम टी इक्वल टू कांस्टेंट, शॉर्ट वेवलेंथ, लॉन्ग
यस सर।
वेवलेंथ, ओके। दिस इज द lambda m means lambda maximum, and temperature is equal to constant. Energy is concentrated at a shorter wavelength for hotter emitters, and this is the picture you can see here. Temperature is 7000, 6000, 5000, and then lambda is different. Okay. So the ways to label radiation: solar radiation originally, that is originated from the sun. Terrestrial radiation originated from the earth. By its polar name, by its proper name, ultraviolet, visible, near infrared, infrared, microwave, etc. Short wavelength less than 3 micrometer, long wavelength greater than 3 micrometer. That is the classification. So now this is the picture. Okay, so who will explain this? Raise the hand. क्लास में और कितने लोग हैं भाई? बहुत कम है, तो क्या बात है? अभिषेक पांडे, if you are there, just raise the hand. अभिषेक पांडे नहीं है, से बात हो गई। निखिल मिश्रा, निखिल अपना ये जो रेज हैंड है उसको हटा दो। एनीबडी एल्स? शुभम सिंह, Are you there, Shubham? Yes. तो शुभम बताओ भाई. यस शुभम, बोलिए.
सर एक्चुअली इस पिक्चर में हम ये देख रहे हैं कि जो रेडिएशंस निकलती है, जो रेज आती है सन से,
हाँ.
वो किसी एंगल पे स्ट्राइक करती है अर्थ सरफेस को. उस एंगल के अकॉर्डिंग जो एनर्जी जो प्रोवाइड होती है अर्थ को वो वेरी करती है. लाइक जो पैरेलली जो स्ट्राइक कर रही है अर्थ को, जो नीचे वाली रे है वो परपेंडिकुलरली स्ट्राइक कर रही है, जिसके कारण जितना अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी है रेज की वो अराउंड सारी की सारी ट्रांसफर हो जा रही है अर्थ सरफेस को. लेकिन जो ऊपर जो नॉर्थ में जो स्ट्राइक कर रही है रेज, वो किसी एंगल पे कर रही है, जिसके कारण की जो एनर्जी का अमाउंट है वो कहीं ना कहीं डिमिनिश हो जाता है. और इसलिए जैसा इस लास्ट लाइन में लिखा है कि नॉर्थ में जो हीट जो सरफेस को हीट करती है वो इफेक्टिवली नहीं हो पाती, क्योंकि उसके रेज
You see, now you just convert the image as a vertical in your mind. You just keep it that is vertical. वर्टिकल करते ही क्या हो जाएगा चेंज, बताओ जरा. अर्थ को वर्टिकल कर दीजिए आप, माइंड में सेट करिए आप अपने.
तो अर्थ को वर्टिकल कर देंगे तो सर तो पोजीशन चेंज हो जाएगी. अर्थ जहाँ पे जो मैक्सिमम एनर्जी आ रही थी वो अब किसी और जगह आएगी. मतलब
now you will see that earth is having a vertical straight forward position and it's rotating by its own axis, so that will take 360 angles by 24 hours. So 15 degree एंगल पे मूवमेंट चल रहा है. फाइन. सो अपने आप वो ऑटोमेटिकली 12 hours डे एंड 12 hours नाइट हो जाएगा. Then there is no variation. And because there is a delta, because that is having a declination angle, so you can see here at the northern hemisphere, you can see here at the north pole that area which is contact area, that's large. लार्ज हो गया तो इंटेंसिटी फैल गया. ओके, एनर्जी इज फिक्स्ड है. सो दैट इंटेंसिटी इन पर्टिकुलरली लार्ज एरिया दैट विल बी लोअर. However, at the equator you can see here the contact area is small, so the intensity they will feel high. So nearby the equators you can see those countries are good for the solar energy business. So Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, this is related to the declination angle. That will come later in the slides. So you can see here, so that is the sunny belt. So equator is just the means half portion of the means the globe. Equator line जो बीच में बिल्कुल. And then you can go to the up northern hemisphere, you can go to the down southern hemisphere, and then you can see Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. This is related to the declination angle, and only that belt is having the good solar radiation belt. Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. Now you can see here, fall over a large area, concentrated on a small area. So here, suppose करो somebody is here, so they will feel less intensity. तो radiation तो उतना ही आ रहा है, but area जो contact का है वो ज़्यादा है, तो they will feel less amount of energy. And here that area is constant and concentrated in the same portion, so that intensity of the radiation will be very high. Now you can think about this air mass. Air mass is the path length which light takes through the atmosphere, normalized to the shortest possible path length. That is when sun is directly overhead. Sun जब overhead position में होता है तब exactly sun जब overhead position में होता है तो exactly जितना air mass है, that is the here you can see x value, that is AM1. This is equivalent to AM1. And out of the atmosphere that is AM0. Okay, so AM0 is the extraterrestrial radiation. Okay, AM1 sun at the overhead position. आप अपने सर से ऊपर की तरफ देखेंगे तो आपको सन दिखेगा. So that is the shortest distance. By this picture you can see if sun is having position in the early morning or late evening. Because we are on the earth, we feel that we are fixed. However, theoretical point of view, earth is moving. But we are on the earth, so we don't have such kind of feeling, and we feel that sun is moving. Okay, so earth is moving itself, and then rate is fixed. So within certain time you will see that angle changes like that, and then you will feel that earth is having the atmospheric layer. So sun radiation will come to the earth at a particular point with respect to the long distance, and that we can calculate that if there is a value at AM0 means that is just entry point of the atmosphere, then this will be the solar constant. At noon position overhead, that will be different, little bit lower. If that is AM value is 1.5, that means sun at 48% above overhead position, then the radiation value little bit less. If that AM value is 2, that means sun is at 60 degree from the overhead position. By the trigonometry you can calculate this. Okay, so with the help of that, again the radiation is very less. So when in the evening or when in the early morning, so the distance is very high, and because red color not scattered and other color is scattered, that's why early morning and late evening we see the sun is reddish type. And when sun is the overhead position, because the distance is too short, and then we feel that color is different, yellowish type. Okay, so now this is the sun and earth relationship. Sun and earth relationship, you can see here that earth orbit is an ellipse, okay, instead of a circle, because you see right hand side 147,500,000 kilometer, and left hand side you can see here 152,500 and then 1000 kilometer. This is the distance. So perihelion January 3rd and aphelion July 4th, and you can see here the next term is the summer solstice, June 21, 22, vertical equinox March 2021, or autumn equinox September 2023, and then winter, that is 21 to 23. And those days basically the when the equinox means the day and nights are equal. At that time the delta which is the declination angle basically, at the time when delta is 0, that time we are having day and nights are equal. But when delta is maximum or minimum, maximum means plus ka 23.45, minimum means minus 23.45. When we have that value, then we are having winter and summer solstice. If that is in the upper means northern hemisphere, then just opposite in the summer south. If that is in the south, then just opposite in the northern hemisphere. दोनों में different, just vice versa है. Okay. This slide cannot work. So seasons on the earth. The seasons on the earth are defined by the mean temperature, are regulated by the amount of solar energy received at the top of the earth surface, the angle at which the sunlight strikes the surface, the length of time when sun shines each day, daylight hours. And daylight hours we can calculate if we have information about the day, and there are some certain formulas. So if we put our data into this formula, then we can get the day length. Okay. For that we need declination angle, we need hour angle, we need that is latitude and longitude. Let me check. There are some formulas, and then sine 50 is the hour angle, and this is phi is basically, actually different book use different symbols. Okay, so that you can check if you have any book related to the thermal solar, and you can get the how can we get the day length of a particular point. Okay, we can calculate. Okay, so why earth has season? The earth has season not because of the elliptical orbit around the sun or annual variation of its distance. Noontime summer sun is higher in the sky than the noontime winter sun. Summer days have more daylight hours than winter days. Earth is inclined on its axis and revolves around the sun. This is the reason for the seasons. And as I told, if delta is not there, means Earth is having a vertical position, then equinox will be there every time. Then no variation of the day length. Equinox, the spring, vernal, and autumnal equinox occurs when the declination is 0. Equinox means the day and night length are equal, 12 hours. And solstice refer to a point where a year the sun reaches the maximum declination angle. The day length and night length are most uneven for most part of the globe. Just a minute, beta. Just a minute. Hello. Hello. How are you? Okay. So solstice, the summer and winter solstice, that is this, and this is plus or minus 23.45. So 45 को count करके 5 लिख दिया है, but that is actually 23.45. And at a particular day, you can calculate what is the delta with respect to the number of days. So like that center point, the figure is the equinox. And you can see here the 12 hours equator, 12 hours Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Center, circle, and then Tropic of Capricorn, and then Antarctic circle. You can see here for North Pole, that is the South Pole, and then on the top side you can see here that is the having a declination angle. So the radiation is different: 15 hour, 13 and a half hour, 12 hours, 10 and a half hours, 9 hours, like that. So day length is different. Geometry of this already discussed. So the atmosphere. So the Earth atmosphere is a mixture of the gases and oxygen and water vapors extending from its surface to an altitude about the 560 kilometer. That is basically means without the greenhouse effect, the average surface temperature on the Earth would be about minus 20. Because whatever Earth absorb the radiation, so that radiation will go out. So then there will be no trap. So Earth average temperature will not be increase as much as now. Like that, see here, solar radiation is coming here. This is at this point reflected from the atmosphere on the entry point of view, most absorbed by the ozone layer. And then see, this is the visible light. This is coming, and then reflected back, then heat radiated by the Earth's greenhouse effect, radiated back atmosphere as a heat. So by this picture, that's very clear, is how the radiation is managed by the Earth's system. Like that here, the atmosphere is heated from the bottom. There is a troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere height. Therefore, it is warmest near the bottom and gets colder with increasing elevation because source is there. So above the atmosphere, we get the 1367 watt per meter square. That is the solar constant basically. So in few books that mention that plus minus 3% as an hour distance, but now that is universally accepted by the solar community that 1367 watt per meter square is a solar constant. Okay, so this is the maximum amount of solar radiation which can received on the earth. However, the value is different. So when I was doing PhD, that was my everyday job to measure the solar radiation for different experiments. So at the time we having an idea, if I see the solar radiation, then I can predict if the radiation would be like this in 800 watt per meter square or 1000. And you cannot believe that at Indore the radiation sometime reach up to the 1200 watt per meter square in the month of April and May. Too hot. And that is basically the time to get the more power by the solar systems. At the ground, the number is smaller due to the scattering and absorbing in the atmosphere about 60%, that means 850 with no clouds, probably higher in the dry desert air. So that solar constant is very important information, and that we have to keep in the mind that out of that we cannot get more power. And then if 1367 is the constant, then on the sites actually we are getting 1000, 1100, but those points are very particularly means high energy zone, like that Rajasthan, like that Gujarat, like that Madhya Pradesh, like that UP, like that Odisha, Andhra, southern part of India. Okay. So this is the earth energy budget. So who will explain this? Raise the hand. Siddharth Jain. Do you want to explain this? Raise your hand. Siddharth. Not there. Yes. Just a minute. हाँ सिद्धार्थ
Yes,
बोल
sir.
भाई बताइए
Hello.
हाँ बोलिए बोलिए
Sir, it's not audible, sir, completely.
नॉट ऑडिबल मुझे तो खुद आवाज आ रहा है
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, what to explain?
व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय दिस पिक्चर इस
Sir,
स्लाइड से क्या समझ में आ रहा है
it basically tells us about the Earth's energy budget related to the solar energy.
हम्म,
It is saying that 100% of the incoming solar energy, in which 6% is getting reflected by the atmosphere, 20% by the clouds, and 40% from the Earth's surface.
ओके
And around the remaining of that 51% is getting absorbed by the land and the oceans.
सो आउट ऑफ 100 that 20 plus 6 plus 4 30 is gone, that means 70 remain,
Yes, sir.
and out of 70 you can see the bottom side, that is 51. I have to unmute you. At the bottom side you can see here the 51% and then see 3% and then 6%. So that's 16 plus 3, 19 plus 51, that means 70. And now you can see here 64 plus 6, that is 70. But the color is different. So that yellow color is the short wave radiation and red color is the long wave radiation. So that long wave radiation heat not go out, and that heat trapped in the earth atmosphere, and that is the reason why earth average temperature increasing day by day. So that greenhouse gases is also creating a role for the global warming, and those greenhouse gases are coming by the sources which are the based on the fossil fuels, like that petroleum product, gasoline, like that burning of wood, like that uses the gasoline in the transport sector, getting the electricity from the thermal power project, coal based basically. Okay, so that's why the whole world trying to reduce the number of the power plants which are operated by the coal. So slowly the countries are moving to the non-conventional energy sources. Okay, so average insolation, the amount of the light received by a horizontal surface in watt per meter square. Watt per meter square basically unit है इसका. Average over the year, day and night, is called the insolation. So we can make the gas like that. Now come to the next. Insolation variation. While the average insolation is 171 watt per meter square, variation in cloud cover the latitude can produce large. A spot in the Sahara, always sunny near the equator, may have 270 on average. Alaska, often covered in the clouds and at the high latitude, may get 75. Is it any wonder that one is the cold while that one is hot? It's depend on the particular location. You can see here, means if you see the Earth map and then you divide it into the half, equator, then go to the top, northern hemisphere and then southern hemisphere. You go to the north and then see when that uh, latitude angle change up to the high, and then you can see that you are going to the cold climatic zone countries, European countries की तरफ आप जा रहे हैं, and then you can see that those countries are having particularly means many months the temperature are not that much high as we are getting here in our country. So they are having the snow. Temperature is very low. And that's the reason basically. Now the second thing is that what are the solar radiation measurements? If anybody has seen such kind of device anywhere, raise the hand. शुभम सिंह अपना ये रेज किया हुआ हैंड हटा दो. Now put your hand if you know the solar radiation measurement device. If anybody has seen this, no one. That device called pyranometer. We also have one pyranometer similar in the picture, we have it in our lab, and that can measure the direct radiation, that is called beam radiation also. Diffuse radiation means the sky, means coming from the other part. So like that, you are having a torch in your hand and there is a darkness. You just switch on your torch. If your torch arrangement is good, then your beam will go straight forward to the wall, and then you will see the intensity will be very high. That's called the beam radiation. But if you are getting light from somewhere other sources that is coming to the object, then this is the diffuse radiation. And when you add on both two, then direct or diffuse, this is the global solar radiation. So solar radiation measured by pyranometer and pyraheliometer. Extraterrestrial solar radiation, the solar constant as defined for the planet is power collected top of the atmosphere by unit area. That already I told. That ISC means solar constant 1367 watt per meter square, and this is the value I terrestrial. Extraterrestrial solar radiation ISC 1 plus 0.033 360 n by n is the number of the day. For January 1 this is 1, for February 1 this is 32. Like that you can add on and then get the number. This is the air mass that already discussed. Air mass represents the proportion of atmosphere that the light must pass through before striking the earth related to the overhead path length. It is equal to y by x. Y this one and this is x. So you can get it. Now this is the beam radiation. As I told, it is the solar radiation propagating along the line. Diffuse means coming from the different. Scattered. Radiation scattered by aerosols, dust and molecules. Irradiation, the rate at which the radiant energy is incident on a surface per unit area of the surface. Irradiation, joule per meter square. Radiosity, watt per meter square. Emissive power, albedo. The earth reflects about 30% of the all incoming solar radiation back to the extraterrestrial region through the atmosphere. What are the solar radiation measurements? So in this picture, the middle one is the pyranometer. This is also pyranometer. This is pyraheliometer. So pyraheliometer behaves like that sunflower plant. सूरजमुखी का पेड़ देखा है? सूरज की तरफ ही फॉलो करता है पूरे पाथ को. The similar thing happened with the paraheliometer that's having the sensor and arrangement so that follow the solar radiation beams basically. So that is in direct contact with the sun, so always getting the beam radiation. And pyranometer absorb the global solar radiation means beam plus diffuse. And pyranometer also having the arrangement by which you can reduce the beam radiation. There is actually aluminum support trip. एक एल्यूमिनियम का एक केस होता है जो पैरानोमीटर में लगा देते हैं. सो बीम रेडिएशन उससे स्टॉप हो जाता है, तो only diffuse you are getting. And another parameter is measuring beam plus diffuse global. So beam plus diffuse you have, so you will just subtract and you will get the beam radiation, diffuse radiation and global radiation, and simultaneously you are having the paraheliometer for the beam radiation. So solar observatory laboratory are having such kind of instruments. This is the paraheliometer, measured the direct solar beam radiation. This is paraheliometer basically. इस टाइप से होता है. Parameter. This one. That's we have in our lab. And the companies which are dealing in the development of the paraheliometer or paranometer, and basically these devices are very costly. सस्ता नहीं है. The cost is around normal paranometer. You will get more than lakh rupees. For the laboratory point of view, you want to just get the radiation, but that having the lot of errors. Accuracy अच्छा नहीं होगा उसका. So those you can manage within few thousand. But if you are to do research or you want to use the data in the papers, then of course your system must be more accurate and measurements also nice up to the accuracy. And then you see that price of the device is very high. Paraheliometer is costly than the paranometer. Okay. So this will be started by tomorrow. Okay. So solar radiation data. Okay. तो ये करेंगे. ठीक है. Okay, that's all.